Christmas came early this year, the gift that keeps on giving. We're gonna go inside to the clinic with our partners so they can tell you what exactly is in this bag. Let's open up this bag of goodies. Sheesh. Can't forget the needles. So today we're gonna go over all of the things that were in this bag of goodies. Introducing Olivia, she's gonna be explaining a lot of these great things for you.
So in your bag, you're going to receive a packing list, which will come with each one of your products listed on the page that you have ordered. It will also come with various instructions about the needles, how they're going to be administered. It will come with alcohol pads and the syringes. All of refrigerated products will come in a bag, kind of like this, with an ice pack. And then you'll get your Kisspeptin Gonadorelin. And then in the other package will be syringes that will be administered intramuscularly, and those are here, along with your medications that do not need to be refrigerated, which are your testosterone cypionate and anastrozole. So in your refrigerated pack, you're going to receive your Kisspeptin Gonadorelin. That is designed to stimulate your testes to produce their own testosterone. It is a subcutaneous injection. And then your non-refrigerated items are testosterone cypionate, which is designed to stimulate your testosterone to increase. And then the anastrozole, which is an anti-estrogen to keep your estrogen levels regulated and normal during this process.
Shoes and socks, anything you don't want to be weighed. Obviously, you know, the clothing is not, I'm going to say clothing is optional, but what you're going to do is you're going to place your heels on the back to electrodes, and then your feet on the front. This is going to tell you where you start and where you're going. There's proof in the pudding, right? And everybody's real big on that. This is going to tell you where you started and where you're going. A lot of times we look in the mirror, our eyes lie to us, maybe our friends see it, but we don't.
Right.
The numbers don't lie. So you'll see your skeletal muscle mass, body fat percentage, how well you're hydrated. It charts the growth changes, it charts all of it. It's really encouraging or it's damning, depending on if you ate like shit or ate well. So step on. Put your heels on the back there. So kind of take your weight initially.
Do not grab the handles or move. Weight measurement is completed.
And I kind of suggest that patients come in frequently. I mean, you don't want to do it every 2 weeks, but if you're invested in time, money, a gym membership, different things like that, you want to make sure that it's worth it. So you grab these with your hands, place your thumb on the metal side, both hands, and hold your shirt straight out. Perfect.
There you go.
And then you can step off. And that's where you start. 199 pounds, 23% body fat. When it prints out, it's going to tell you the exact calculation of what that is versus weight. The plus side of it is the more you have to lose, the easier it is to lose.
Okay.
On the other side of that, it's kind of disheartening, right? It's kind of a sharper system because you can't see that looking in the mirror. When you jump on a typical scale, it'll tell you the number, it doesn't tell you where it's at. And even with the progress, you're not going to be able to see the progress on a typical scale. When you pull this out, it's going to tell you your skeletal muscle mass, body fat percentage, how well you're hydrated, your trunk extremities, arm extremities, different things like that. So this is where you're starting at. So this is the weight, skeletal muscle mass, body fat percentage. So your percentage of body fat up here will tell you how much weight that is versus the muscle. So it'll definitely tell you how much fat that you have on your body versus 23 pounds based on your weight. And then up here it'll tell you your basal metabolic rate, some of the fat that this system thinks that your body could lose to be a little bit more healthy. Your basal metabolic rate, which a lot of people don't pay that much attention to. Right. That's what your body needs to eat just to maintain the weight you have now, sedentary.
Oh, okay.
Without doing a damn thing throughout the day, that's what you need to eat just to maintain what you got. When you don't, your body, because it's efficient, it burns through the fat.
Right.
Fat's not that easy to burn. It has to go through an oxidative process. Muscle's the next easiest thing to burn. So when your body doesn't have the nutrients that it needs, it's out of carbohydrates, it starts catabolizing the muscle.
Wow.
When it catabolizes the muscle, a lot of times you get fat in return for it. So contrary to popular belief, a lot of people don't eat enough.
Right.
And that's the issue.
Interesting.
So when your body goes into starvation mode, it panics. It thinks that it's not going to get food, and because we've evolved to be efficient, it starts storing fat in places that our body feels like we need it. It's convenient for us, in hopes that it might need this fuel reserve in the future.
Right.
What you got to do is trick your body back into you take control of it and kind of governing what your body does, and you do that through obviously optimizing your hormones and the different things that you're going to implement here.
Love it.
That's where you're starting, my brother.
This is the start. Hey, follow along on the journey.
This is 5 pounds of muscle. This is 5 pounds of fat. Muscle's a lot denser. It does weigh more. So sometimes when your body is going through a composition change, you're losing the fat, but you're putting on muscle. Your weight doesn't necessarily change. So the tool here is going to be how you find that out.
So those are the estrogen pills?
It's the estrogen blockers. Some patients need them, some patients don't, but as Mary said, it's better to have them on board than to not have them because we don't want to confuse the pathway. This is the testosterone.
Ganadorelin and Kispeptin, baby.
You don't want to wipe off the top all the time. Make sure you're not transferring bacteria in. You'll be able to put your logo on the stickers too. It'd be pretty sharp.
That'd be dope.
Okay. So once again, I'm just gonna wipe off the top.
And you can put it all on the same needle, or?
You cannot.
Oh,
you
you
cannot
can't?
put it in the same syringe.
Okay.
Do you prefer to go on your shoulder? You want me to show your shoulder today?
Yeah, shoulder's
Okay.
lit. Shoulder's
I'm gonna show you
lit.
the shoulder today. So this is a spike. It's basically just a multi-use dispenser. So what you do is you poke this into the top of the testosterone, twist it slightly, and now it's in there. So instead of having to go in and out with a syringe, you kind of ream it out.
Oh, interesting.
So this is nice. You just screw it onto the top. You administer your dose.
Which is 0.5.
0.5.
And do you feel it right away, or like you feel it later on?
Some patients do. Some patients do. Then you screw on the tip. You want to wipe off with just a little rubbing alcohol. Same thing, we'll transfer no bacteria inside or out. Wait for it to dry. If it's not all the way dry, it does burn a little bit.
Yeah.
Similar to rubbing alcohol on open cut.
Fair enough.
Really simple, really easy. With this syringe, this particular syringe, you don't need to go into the hilt because it's an inch. So what I would prefer to do, and I'll show you this afterwards, I just for purpose of documentation, you'll fill it up with this, and then you'll backfill this syringe. So you pull the stopper out, put the testosterone in it,
Okay.
to the 0.5, fill it up, turn it upside down, and you'll push the air out until you get to the 5. And that'll be the little guy that you use. And you can go into the hilt with this one.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I use that for NAD.
Perfect.
Those same as like needles. Those
Perfect.
are great.
So then, once this is dry, use the air out. It's a quick stick.
Can't even feel it.
You're good. It is oil. Okay.
Right.
It's MCT oil, so it's a lot thinner.
MCT base?
Yeah.
Okay.
Phenomenal.
Okay.
Phenomenal. It's a lot thinner than sesame, a lot thinner than grape.
Right.
So it dissipates in the body a little bit easier.
Good.
It's not going to leave a knot. Just basically rub it in.
Okay.
Just rub it in a little bit. The chances are you will feel a little better. The one of the places that you'll notice it, confidence. You're going to wake up with morning wood a little more often. There's no harm in that. This one is a testicular support. In my opinion, more important than the testosterone.
Right. And how much do you fill that up with usually?
0.5.
Okay, so everything's 0.5.
Initially, you do have the opportunity to go a little bit higher with your testosterone dose up into 400 milligrams.
Okay.
As Mary suggested, everybody's different.
Right.
So the initial 100 might not work for you versus the next person. So the Kispeptin to gonadorelin is a subcutaneous injection. I think she told you that.
Yeah, that was a different language for me. I was like,
Yeah.
subcutaneous.
The best place
How do you spell that?
is 1 inch to 2 inches on either side of the belly button.
Okay.
So put for sure real quick. And this is what we'll do. Just pinch. And with this as well, you don't have to go into the hilt.
Simple. You see the six pack already? It's already there.
And then here's your estrogen blockers. As of today, Mary advised, do not take the estrogen
Don't
blockers.
take it yet. Yep.
So I would suggest maybe 1-2 weeks. If she said, like you said, you start feeling symptomatic,
Right.
nipple sensitivity, emotions, which is something I can vouch for,
Mm-hmm.
acne, bloating, different things like that, irritability, chances are your estrogen might be doing different things.
Right.
So pay attention, be mindful, and then every twice a week, the same protocol, sir.
Cool. So I'll do it again on Monday. And just like that, it's very simple, ladies and gentlemen.
So all that's traceable, and this is yours. When they pull a PDMP in the National Data Bank, your name is registered with the testosterone. There's never
Okay.
any issue traveling out of country, out of state. There's never any issues.
Okay. Quick and easy. We just got out of the clinic. It was a 5-minute process. They got to explain what was in the package, how it's going to affect me. I hope everybody that watched the video that's along for the journey with me, they get to see, hey, I'm a chubby guy, right? 23% body mass. Wow, I gotta lose that weight, but this is gonna help. I'm excited. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you soon.